Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I, Yogesh, Faculty of Mathematics, and I am here to put excitement back into the education. As in the previous lecture, we discussed about the functions, what is the definition of a function, how to denote the functions and all things. Now in this lecture, we are going to discuss about how to find range, domain, codomain of the given function and how to represent that the function. So first case within it we are having supposed to be the two sets are of the form. Let us consider A to be sets of an element 1 comma 2 comma 3 and set B to be having an elements 0 1 4 9 and 12. Let it be. So here we have given the relation R from A to B is of the form supposed to be A having an elements we have 1 2 3 while B having an elements we have 0 1 4 9 and 12. Let it be. So under assumption 1 is related to 1, 2 is related to 4 and supposed to be 3 is related to 9. That means we have here a relation from A to B is of or is it is given by a square of relation. A square of relation. Why it becomes? Because 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9. So we have the relation is of the form 1 comma 1 having an order pairs 2 comma 4 and 3 comma 9. So as we will observe here, every element of a set A is related to one and only one element of a set B. Hence, this relation R from A to B is a function. So we have to define now it is a function or the given relation is a function from A to B. So that we can write here f of 1 is to be 1 while f of 2 becomes a4 because 2 is related to 4 here and f of 3 similarly that becomes a 9 because 3 is related to 9 as per the relation. So we can write here f of x for any element x belongs to, or you might be says for all element x belongs to the set A. We have f of x to be equals to x square. So at x to be equals to respectively 1 comma 2 comma 3. So the domain of the given function becomes all values, or you may write like way domain of f. So domain of f is of the form now the elements 1 comma 2 comma 3. That means all possible values of x is here. While the sets of element, keep in mind the sets of values, or you might be says that the element or that of values of f, which are the values of f here, that are 1 comma 4 comma 9. So it is called a range of f. Range of f. So the range of f in short is given by 1 comma 4 comma 9. So we discuss about the domain and range of the given function. It is a square function. That means f of x to be equals to x square we are having here. Now look at the next one. So how to define the range of function? Like domain of the function is nothing but sets of all elements of set A. So if f be the function from A to B now, then the sets of all values of the function f is called the range of f. And in short, it is given by the range becomes, as per the set builder form or the rule method, it sets of all f of x's such that for all x belongs to the set A. Note that the range set is always the subset of the given set, or you might be says the codomain, or the subset of the set B. Now, suppose to be we have one more example here, same as the previous one. We are writing now the range, domain, codomain of the given function. So A having an element like way 1, 2 and 3. Set B having an element 0, 1, 4, 9 and 12. 1 is related to 1, 2 is related to 4, 3 is related to 9. So from this figure, I will write from figure f with a function from A to B such that now domain of f either sets of an element 1 comma 2 comma 3, or you may have that is equals to the set A, while codomain, now be focused, codomain of f becomes set of all elements is in the set B 0 comma 1 comma 4 comma 9 comma 12, while the range of the given function f, which is given by here, is of the form 1 comma 4 comma of the given function f. You may write the range set is of the form, if f be the function from A to B, then the range of f is given by sets of all b's belongs to the set B such that B equals to the f of A. Because whenever we have x be the any element belongs to the set A, then f of x be the function, and that should be denoted by y. Keep in mind. Now we have the next topic, that is representation of a function. Representation of a function. So first type of representation of a function we are having as an arrow diagram. Arrow diagram. So in this diagram we use the arrows. Okay. From set A to B, if we are having function from set A to B, so we have to use the arrowheads from A to B. So arrow starts from the element of the domain, that means, and pointing out its a value, that means the range. So suppose to be we are having, for example, f with a function from A to B. Again we would like to say A having an elements x comma y comma z, while B having an elements, let it be p comma q comma r comma s. And once f be the function, so x is related to r here, y is related to, let it be p here, and z is related to, already we have this arrow diagram is in the relation also. So functions can be denoted by the arrow diagram. You might have the values of like f of x to be equals to r, while f of y to be equals to the p, and f of z to be equals to the q. Now second thing, second representation of a function is of the form ordered pair, which we will discuss before it, ordered pair. So if now f be the function from a to b, then the elements of the order pair x comma y belongs to the function f, where your first component of the order pair belongs to the first set as a, that means your domain, and while second component of the order pair must belongs to your codomain, or you might be says the range. For example, f be the function having an elements of an order pair 1 comma 1 means f of 1 equals to 1, 2 comma 4 means f of 2 equals to 4, and 3 comma 9 means f of 3 equals to the 9. Same square function we might have as an order pair. Now the next thing, third type of representation of a function as per the tabular form. Tabular form. So suppose we have again a function f from set a to b can be exhibited by means of the table of corresponding elements. Supposed to be we are having the same square function if having an elements of an order pair 1 comma 1, 2 comma 4 and 3 comma 9. Then how to represent them is in the form of table. So we might have there are the two rows and number of columns, that is equals to the number of order pairs we are having. So the values of x in front of it, the first component becomes the values of x we are having as per the domain 1 comma 2 comma 3, while the sets of an, or you might be says that the second component of an order pair is the value of your f of x. So we might having the second component as a 1 whenever first component as a 1, whenever first component as a 2 we have the second component as a 4, whenever first component as a 3 we have the second component as a 9. So this is the tabular form of the function, or functions can be represented in terms of the tabular form. Next to it we are having the formula method. So look once towards the fourth representation of a function, that is formula method. So already we discussed one formula method. If f be the function from a to b and f is of the form now 1 comma 1, next 2 comma 4, 3 comma 9, you may consider few more elements like 4 comma 16, more than enough. So it is a function of f of x such that it becomes your square function. So you might have the notation like way y equals to f of x equals to the x square. On the same basis, supposed to be we are having set A having an elements 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, and set B having an elements 5 comma 7 comma 9 comma 11 comma 13, and f be the function, let it be from a to b such that suppose we will represent it by using the arrow diagram first, then we might have the formula method. So the elements is in the sets are of the form 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, while elements is in the set b are of the form 5 comma 7 comma 9 comma 11 comma 13. We might use firstly the arrow diagram for representing the sets. 1 is related to 5, 2 is related to 7, 3 is related to 9, 4 is related to 11, 5 is related to, let it be, 13. So let us assume now here any element x, any element x of the set A, of the set A, then the elements of the set B related to x is obtained by, look at once, obtained by adding 3 to twice x. That means the function now is given by f of x to be equals to 2 times the element of x plus 3 that gives us the element that is related in the set. That means 1 can associated with the 5. We can write it as 2 into 1 plus 3, that becomes a 5. That means 1 is associated with the 5. Same thing, 2 times second element from the set A, we are having it as a 2, plus 3 becomes a 7. That implies 2 is associated with the 7. Same thing, 2 into the third element of the set A becomes a 3, plus 3, 6 plus 3 becomes a 9. So that implies what? 3 is related to 9. Or you might have the 3 is associated with the 9. So you may denote now y equals to f of x becomes a twice x plus 3. So this is the formulation of the given function for all x belongs to the domain, that is A. Okay, of the given function f. It becomes a. So now look at the next topic. We are having some basic functions. Some basic functions. We might discuss few basic functions during this lecture, and remaining functions is in the next lecture. So now supposed to be we have the first type of function is of the form constant function. So the name itself implies it's a definition. A function f defined by supposed to be f of x to be equals to any constant k for all x belongs to the R, where k is any constant, is called a constant function. So the graph of a constant function is a line. Keep in mind now we have x to be a variable here and y is a constant. X continuously changes its value, while once we have the function y equals to f of x to be equals to k, so it becomes a constant. So it is a line parallel to the x-axis and passing through the point 0 comma k. Keep in mind. So once we will look towards the graphical representation of this line, suppose we have the xy plane, horizontal axis becomes x-axis, vertical axis becomes a y-axis, and somewhere we have the point 0 comma k on your y-axis. So y equals to f of x equals to k, or you might have the y equals to k be a line parallel to the x-axis and passing through the point 0 comma k, having the equation either you may have just a y equals to k, or you may write it as a y equals to f of x to be equals to k. So if we will look towards the any point on this line, suppose I would like to consider this one point, so it might have suppose 1 2 3 and 4 somewhere here, so -1 -2 -3 -4, and positive values towards the right direction of the origin, so 0 comma. So somewhere I took a point on a line, like it becomes now -4 comma k. Other point suppose I will take -2 comma k again. Other point I would like to take it as a 3 comma k. So here x is continuously changes while y value becomes a constant as a k. For example, you might consider under example is of the form, under the constant function example is of the form f of x to be equals to a 3. That means it is a line which passes through a point 0 comma 3 and parallel to ultimately the x-axis. Or you might have the example x to be equals to minus of 3 by 2. So it is a line passing through the point ultimately 0 comma minus of 1.5 and parallel to the x-axis. So how to write now the domain and range of the constant function. So for finding the domain becomes any real value. Keep in mind here x is or x can take any real value. Look at the line somewhere here. You may take any one point. So x is continuously varying and the points lie on that line takes all real values because it is the real line ultimately. So the domain of the given constant function becomes a R, or you might have from the minus infinity to plus infinity any value. While if we are finding the range for the given function supposed to be a y equals to k, then you might have the range becomes a singleton. That means here if we would like to mention the arrow diagram for the given function, so suppose I would like to take those points which are lie on a line like minus 4, minus 2. Those are the values of x's ultimately belongs to the set A as per the definition. Okay. If the function is from A to B, then sets of all x's belongs to the set B. 0 and 3. And we have only one element is in the set B, that is the constant element, that is. So if we would like to draw the arrow diagram, so minus 4 is related to k, minus 2 is related to k, 0 is also related to k, and 3 is also related to. So we have the range for the given function becomes a singleton set as a constant. Here it becomes a. Now we would like to discuss about next type of function, that is we have as an identity. The name itself indicates again it's a definition. So the function, whenever the function is of the form y equals to f of x equals to the x. So whatever be the value of x at that point, the same value for the y. For all x belongs to the sets of a real number R. Keep in mind. So it is called as your identity function whenever y and x values are to be equal, in short. So the graphical representation of identity function is the line which bisects a first and third quadrant. So look at the tabular form of the given function. We would like to represent the function in different form here. We might have now the tabular form. So supposed to be the x values are of the form, let it be minus 3, minus 2, you might take the minus 5, 0, 3 and 4, let it be. So whatever be the value of x, we have the same value for the y as per the identity function. So minus 3, minus 2 becomes minus 2, minus 5, minus 5, 0, 0, 3, 3, 4, 4. So if we will plot the graphical representation, it is of the form now origin 0, 0. Towards right all are the positive integers that should be the equally distributed. Towards left of origin we have the negative integers equally distributed like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on x-axis. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6 and minus 7 and so on. Vertically upward direction we have all the positive integers equally distributed. You might use the scale and pencil to draw the xy plane 3, 4, 5, 6. Vertically downward direction we have all the negative integers equally distributed like minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 on your y-axis. So we might have now the coordinates. Keep in mind the third row for the coordinates on your tabular form. So you might denote the function y equals to f of x also, it doesn't matter. So we have the coordinates now x comma y. That means minus 3 comma minus 3, minus 2 comma minus 2, minus 5 comma minus 5, 0 comma 0, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4. So minus 3 comma minus 3 must lies in the third quadrant. I will use the another pen. Minus 3 from x-axis and minus 3 from the y-axis, point of intersection of them becomes minus 3 comma minus. Same thing, minus 2 comma minus 2 must lies in the third quadrant again. Minus 2 from x-axis, minus 2 from y-axis, point of intersection becomes a minus 2 comma minus 2. Same thing, minus 5 from the x-axis and minus 5 from the y-axis, point of intersection of them becomes minus 5 comma minus 5. 0 0 be the origin we are having. Then 3 comma 3, 3 from the x-axis, 3 from the y-axis, point of intersection gives us the coordinate 3 comma 3. Same thing for the 4 comma 4. And let us join them by all those coordinates by using a line. So it is a line that should bisects the third and first quadrant. You might say the first and third quadrant. So it is a line having the equation y equals to f of x, or you might say that f of x to be equals to x. It doesn't. So now what about the domain and range for the given identity function? So look at the values of x. So that becomes a real values now. So x can take any value that should belongs to the sets of real values. So the real sets of all real values becomes our domain. Or you might have in terms of the intervals like open interval minus infinity comma infinity. Now for finding the range, so once here y equals to the x, that means the domain becomes your range, same values, all real values, or you might say that an open interval minus infinity comma infinity. Now what about your next type of function as a 1 1 function? The third type now we are having as a 1 1. It is same as that of your 1 1 relation. Keep in mind. So the function from set A to B is said to be the 1 1 function if different elements in A have different images in B. Keep in mind, different elements in A have different images in. That means unique element from A is related to the unique element is in the set B. You might say. Okay, so such a type of functions are said to be the 1 1 function. Then what about the range set? We will discuss. So first of all, just consider B, f be the function from A to B. A having an elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and B having an elements 1, 4, 9 and 16. And supposed to be 1 is related to 1, 2 is related to 4, 3 is related to 9 and 4 is related to 16. That means we are having the square function here. So unique element from set A is related to unique element, or we might be says one and only one element is in the B. So such a type of functions are known as the 1 1 function. Or you might say the different element in A, 1, 2, 3, 4 are the different element in, have the different images like 1, 4, 9 and 16. So such a type of functions are said to be the 1 1 function. Now what about the into function? Into, same thing as compared to your into relation. So if f be the function from set A to B is such that there exists at least one element. Keep in mind, at least one element in B which is not the image of any element in A. So at least one element in set B which is not the image of any element in a non-empty or non-void set A. Then f is said to be the into function. So what about the range of the 1 1 function? So range of the 1 1 function is exactly same as that of your codomain. While in this case about the into function, so firstly we will take one of the example. Suppose we have a function from A to B, A having an elements, let us we will consider here the same example, no doubt, 1 2 3 and 4, while B having an elements under consideration 1 4 9 16 and one more element supposed to be there having. Okay, so at least one element from set B is not the image of any element in set. So supposed to be 1 is related to 1, 2 is related to 4, 3 is related to 9, 4 is related to. So here there exists one element in set B that is not the image of any element from set A. Such a type of functions are known as the into. What about here the range or the relation between range and codomain? So here the range set becomes the subset of the codomain. So look at once about the range is in the previous example. We are having the range becomes 1, 4, 9, 16 of the given function f, and which is exactly same as that of your codomain. Codomain means sets of all elements is in the set B. But now look at here, we are having range is of the form the sets of an element 1 4 9 and 16, those are having the images, or we might be says the pre-images is in the set A, while the codomain is of the form here sets of an all elements B 1 4 9 16 and. So if we will observe the both sets range set and codomain set, so here range becomes the subset of your codomain. Now next to it, onto function. Fifth type of function we are having as the onto. It is again same as that of your onto relation, no doubt. F with the function from A to B is such that the elements in B is the image of some elements in A, or you might be read it as a pre-images, keep in mind. So then f is said to be the onto function once each element in set B is the image of some element in set. So firstly we will consider here the example. Suppose set A having an element small abc, set B having an element L M N, and supposed to be A is related to M, B is related to L, and C is related to. So look once carefully. There is a no one remaining element here that should not be the image of the element from set A. That means all elements are having their pre-images is in the set A. Like L be the pre-image of B, M be the pre-image of A, while N be the pre-image of C. So here each element in set B is the image of some element in A. Thus, such a type of functions are said to be a onto function. Now look at the range and codomain of the given function. So again, for the onto function, range is equals to the codomain. So look at once towards the range set. So range becomes sets of an element Lmn, and codomain becomes sets of an all elements is in the set B. That means we are having range to be equals to the codomain for the given function. Hence, fb, the function from A to B, is onto. And what about the domain? Domain becomes sets of an all elements from set A, that are A comma B comma. Now what is mean by exactly the main even function? Look at the next type. Sixth type we are having main even function. So if f be the function from A to B is such that two or more than two elements in set A have the same image in set B. That means supposed to be under consideration we are having set A having an elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and set B having an elements, let it be A, B, C. So supposed to be 1 is related to A, 2 is related to A, 3 is related to C, and 4 is related to B. So here more than two or more than two elements. So here two elements that are having exactly the same image from set A. That means one is related to A as well as two is also related to A here. So here two elements 1 and 2 from set A that are having the same image as A from set B. So such a type of functions are said to be main even function. One of the best example of main even function, it is a constant function. Look once, many two or more than two, or you might be says the many elements from set A having the same image is in the set B. So the constant function is, you might be says, main even function again. So what about the domain, range, and codomain of the given main even function? So here domain of the given function becomes sets of an all elements from set A that are 1, 2, 3, and 4, while range becomes is of the form A, B, and C. Okay, and that here it should be the equals to your codomain. So it is your main even function. Once two or more than two elements from set A, or you might be says from the domain, having the same image from the set B, then they are said to be main even function. Now look at the next type, even. What do you mean by exactly the even function? So f is said to be an even function if f of minus of x to be equals to positive f of x for all x belongs to the sets of real numbers. So under consideration, let f be the function from R to R such that f of x to be equals to the square function, that is x square, for all x belongs to the sets of real number. So the domain of the given f becomes sets of all real numbers, while the range of the given set becomes, look at the range, we are having sets of all x's such that, or you might be said sets of all y's, keep in mind, sets of all x's such that x belongs to the sets of real number and that x should be greater equal 0. Why we have this condition over here, x is greater equal 0? Because we have a 0 square becomes a 0, while any negative values are square becomes we have the positive number. Keep in mind, you may take any real number here, so it becomes gives us the positive value. So the range set is the sets of all x's such that x belongs to the real number again, provided we have one more condition, that is x is always greater equal 0. So look at the tabular form of the given same function, that is the square function. Suppose we have there is a x, you might put it down y equals to f of x, and that f of x we have the square function that becomes a x square. So suppose under consideration we will consider the values of xsr becomes -2, -1, 0, 1, 4, let it be, and 2, like that. So what about now f of x we have as an x square, so -2 square is 4, -1 square becomes 1, 0 square is 0, 1 square is 1, 4 square is 16, 2 square as a. So look at the all values of f of x for negative as well as the 0. We have the values of y here that should be greater equal 0. So the range becomes always greater equal 0 and it should belongs to the real number. If we will look towards the graphical representation of the given function, so we have a y-axis as well as the x-axis over here. Positive values towards right of 0 along a horizontal, negative values towards left of 0 along horizontal that are equally distributed, and all positive value vertically upward along y-axis. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. -1, -2 negative values vertically downward. So we have now the first coordinate as a -2, 4. Once x is equals to -2 and y equals to 4, the coordinate should be x, 4 becomes -2, 4 here. So -2 from the x-axis and 4 from the y-axis, point of intersection becomes -2, 4. -1, 1. So we have the coordinate -1, 1. 0, 0, origin is included. 1, 1. Next to it, 2, 4, last coordinate we are having 2, 4, and second last we are having 4, somewhere we have the. So if we will join all coordinates, it forms a parabola symmetrical about y-axis ultimately, having an equation y equals to the x square. So we cover up here how to mention the range domain, or how to find that the range domain and codomain of the given function. Then the representation of a function by arrow diagram, by order pair, by tabular form, by formula method. Next to it we have some basic functions like a constant function, it's a domain range, identity function, it's a domain and range, one function, onto function, into function, many one function, and the even function. We have few more types of functions we will discuss during the next lecture. Thank you.